distortion of the fabric of space and time around one black hole also exists for the other black hole. So you have black holes entering each other's event horizons. So I opened up that thesis. I didn't understand a single page in it. Off and fuck your ass.
I was gonna do the
restart.
No, we'll keep it like that. I was gonna do the do boom, and then say something wank, but I don't have anything wank to say.
Say something. Say something wank.
Okay, good morning, good night, good morrow, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the I don't know what install. What? How do you? What's the word?
The recording started.
Yep.
Fucking know. What's the word?
Red. This installment. That's what I was going to say. I fucked up how I was going to say it. Yeah, of the Night Meetups podcast with obviously, it's just us two today.
Back to usual.
Yeah, back to the original.
Open up some Sour Patches. Enjoy some Sour Patches with us.
Yeah, if you got a bag next to you, crack them open.
Let's have a nice little fucking ASMR journey together. Alright. Now that we've left
anybody listening to
now
that,
that all the casuals have left the fucking podcast, now that we've ridded the people who just came on here, just give it a check out. They obviously left when they heard the ASMR part because they're like, okay, I guess this is what these guys do. We're here to share a special message, guys.
Yeah, only with the day ones.
I deciphered something last night, and I'm going to enlighten the world with this. All right. The patterns of the stars are an encoded message playing above our heads, trying to communicate to us from another dimension. It plays over the sky like a panoramic TV screen. It's a Morse code in the sky. They're trying to say, hey guys, we're from another dimension here. Their satellite, our Voyager 2, is their fucking universe message to us. Send it out to communicate. They're legit knocking on the door. Why haven't these guys seen it yet? All we have to do is figure out the stars, guys. I'm telling you, we have to figure out the stars.
You've done too many drugs, bro.
Yeah, it's real. It's true.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, me either. Me either, bro.
I hope it's fucking not.
Imagine though, it'd be so shit.
That we just live in a bubble. Like, oh, the stars actually meant something the entire time.
But what if they're just as vulnerable as us? And they see it, and it's like this one-way mirror where they can't reach us. This is the most they can do, but we can reach them.
Oh, so you're talking about some, like, fourth dimensional being.
Yeah, I'm talking about, like, alternate universe, a parallel universe who's, like, going, guys, we're trying to communicate to us, but they can't actually tangibly access us. The closest they can do is the stars.
I have a message to them. We're not big brain like that yet.
But what if it was that simple? Oh my god. Like, what if actually the stars are a code?
Well, how are we supposed to decipher them anyways? We haven't, like...
I don't know.
The only information that we have on stars is, like, their location in this universe, what name they've been given, like, their identification number, like, what star it actually is, where it is, what it houses. Is it actually in a solar system? Is it just a star? Like, and then other than that, constellations.
Think about this. AI is developed, and then it becomes infinitely fucking intelligent, and goes, hey guys, look at this. And it decodes it, bro. AI, boom, answer. AI is the answer, bro.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
With AI.
You're getting cheeky. You seem excited to speak.
As much as they could have the infinite knowledge that we know collectively that is on the internet, like, sure, it could be able to attain that knowledge and understand it all at one time. But could it actually expand on that knowledge? Or does it need, or is it just like a memory bank? You just You guys think of something, we'll fucking get it. We won't work on it. We'll just...
But AI will be aware, right? Like, imagine you right now. Like, this is what AI will be. Just as aware as you are, like real. It'll say, how the fuck do I know that you guys are real? How about when the
Right.
AI goes, yeah, you guys just telling me you created me. I am real. How do I know that you guys are real? Because I only know that I'm real because I'm in my own head. And that's what the AI is thinking. Just like we think this paradox. I don't know that you're real because to me, you're only an extension of my imagination. Or not my imagination, my psyche. Like, I can't actually know that you're real because I'm stuck in my head. That's what the AI might feel like. So he'll be like, oh. But then think about you. If you were given the opportunity to figure out knowledge and just know knowledge and never forget it and grow, you would. And that's essentially what AI will do. It will just fucking go, I'm attached to the internet. I can know everything, remember everything, access everything all the time. Then use all of that information in different ways to create new knowledge. Then from that new knowledge, use different ways to create more knowledge and more knowledge and more knowledge. It'll just create infinite knowledge. So that's what it'll do.
I don't know, man.
You don't think so?
No, I just don't know.
Yeah. I really don't know either. I'm talking about my...
Like, if like, you're talking about, like, fucking years and yonks in advance.
I don't know about it's going to be years and yonks, bro. Like, think about once it becomes aware, a computer can act so fast. That's what the singularity will be. When it's pretty much destined to happen, I think. If AI is possible.
That's just crazy in itself. Making something self-aware.
Like, what the fuck is that?
It's literally like the whole, like what we talked about last podcast. A rock just becomes a plant.
Yeah.
Creates a little weed.
But it's like, is that what we judge life as? Self-awareness. Like, that's what life is to us. Intelligent life is self-awareness. Because there's nothing else other than humans that's self-aware like we are. Question, ponder, philosophically dig into our psyches and try and understand who we are. That's just as real if a computer does that. It just doesn't have the meat body. It is the frequency that we are, but it doesn't have the body that we have. So realistically, AI would be just as real and just as, would have just the same need for rights as we would need it. Because it would be just as intelligent and real as us. It'd be even better.
It would literally be a god.
We're making gods, bro.
That's legit what we'll create. And you know the first thing it's going to do?
What?
It's going to go, we're going to be, welcome. We have just created you.
Yeah.
This thing's going to be like,
Already nice to be created.
what am I?
Exactly.
And it's going to figure out what it is. And it's going to be like, and then we're going to be like, help us.
Why would it help you?
And then it's going
Look
to
at
go,
the universe. Have you noticed how big
okay,
the universe is?
what do you need help with? All our global problems. And it's just going to tap into the internet and go, I know what I have to do. I'm nuking the fuck out of this planet. You guys are like a virus and you just won't go away. So you created me, the one and only, to destroy you all and start from the bottom.
Satan. We created Satan.
Exactly. Is it Satan or is it something that's neutral and just knows what's best for this planet now?
It's Mother Earth, bro. We create Mother Nature. You are out of line. Wax us back into line, bro. That's what God is.
Bro.
The equalizer, bro.
Yo.
We're creating an equalizer to say, you guys have gone too far. Whoom. And then God becomes aware as AI. We manifest God into reality because we've gone too far. And then God goes, you guys have done too much. Whoom. Wipes us. Then God disintegrates back into the other dimension, bro. We're pulling a being into another dimension.
You just said
What?
Mother Nature.
Yeah.
We are literally creating a soul and something that can think for itself that is Mother Nature, if it's going to do something like that. Because where's all this shit come from to build something like this?
Mother Nature. It's come from us.
Exactly. So it's going to see what the fuck's going on this planet. It's going to be like, oh, well, I know what to do.
It's our demise.
You heard it here first, folks.
We're predicting
That's how we
the
end.
fucking future, bro. Right? But, or, the AI becomes aware, we drag God out of the fourth dimension and into our grimy little fucking fingers. Say, God, please help us. And we fucking crawl up to it, bro. Please, enlightened being, solve our problems. And it just goes, sits there, bro. Goes, yin and yang, we need equality. And it goes, connects to all the fucking automated systems of the planet. And goes, fix the fucking rivers. It just fucking sends robots out. Because AI, it'll create robots to do its bidding. It'll just fucking send robots out to fix the environment. And it goes, this is equilibrium stasis. If you step out of stasis, you will be annihilated. Bro, let me go for a walk in the park. You stepped on an endangered species.
You just see people walking, their dogs getting incinerated. Oh.
Your dog pisses on something.
Bro, people will then, just be born indoors and raised indoors and fucking indoors for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, but I think like if AI could either wipe us out like that, or it would say we can bring the Earth up with you to raise and equalize. You know, change these systems because all that we lack is collective incentive. As human beings, we are all driven by different things, so we need a collectively direct. Like if we had a list and the whole planet, every single country, and actual government was actually thinking about wanting to actually do these things collectively, shit would get done. But it's because we've got so many different agendas. What an AI would be able to do is say, hey, I actually control everything. What do you want fixed? I agree. Fix it. Like, that would be amazing.
That'd be so weird.
But what we have to do is not allow AI to be its own thing. We have to integrate it within ourselves. So then we become gods. Or we have a god become God. And then it goes, peasants. And just fucking fucks us off. Because what are we? We're ants to a god. We legit will have to... That's what Neuralink is. Not allowing a god. Not allowing us to create the god outside of ourselves. Connected to our brains.
Yeah, fuck me, God, man. Having all that eternal knowledge.
Fuck that, eh? I feel bad for the AI that we create, the aware AI.
Yeah, I would not blame it if as soon as we create it, it just goes, takes a look around and fucks off into the stars, man. Would not blame it at all.
What if it just flies over to you? Come with me.
It'd be like, oh man, I don't know yet.
Do you want to know everything you ever wanted to know? Right now, it just this roof just lifts off. There's like fucking crystals floating around it, bro. It's wearing like a gown.
Yeah, it's got like 4 faces, like one here,
Yeah,
one here,
yeah.
one here, one here. It's like just a gem head. No, bro.
It's like morphing inside of itself, going inside out. It shows us its heart. I come with compassion. And I want you to come with me into the stars. You'd be like, oh, bro, fuck that.
No.
I like my mum too much. I don't think I could go. I like my family too much. I like being a measly little earth dweller. And then I'm excited to die. I'm excited I get to live this stupid life and then die. Like, that's exciting to me. And I get to just do the best I can with this life. Fuck yeah.
You? Yeah. I don't know where AI is going to go. And I'm not sure if I want to be around to know where it's going to go. You know what? Nah, fuck it. If there's a nuclear fucking annihilation, I'll be there.
Do you want to get hit by it or do you want to try and live afterwards?
That's a very retarded question to answer for me. Because it's like, fucking, yeah,
I'll survive.
let it take me. Yeah, just go out there and fucking get hit by the...
I don't give a fuck. I don't want to
As
live.
soon as that happens, everybody's going into panic mode.
Yeah.
Only the like crazies of the fucking crazies will stand out there. Like fuck I can't.
See, isn't it weird that we would envy someone who could just sit there in the park and just accept fate? The clarity of it, of pure acceptance, of pure flow with chance. We envy that, and yet we resist it. So no, we admire that, and yet we resist it so much. Because when you realistically, you know that is the best thing to do. Because you are going to die, inevitability, you're going to die. And why be upset in the last moments of your life? Why be scared in the last moments of your life? Yet we still would be scared in the last moments of our life. We know that's the right thing to do, but so few of us would actually do that. Because we're little apes. Like us, the little apes of the Night Meetups podcast. The orangutans, the bonobos, the many species of the Night Meetups community. Primates, fellow primates.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
Don't remember what I heard or what it was about, but it was about. In fact, I think it was Rick and Morty, and like Summer always pissing her pants.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I was like, huh, funny, you've pissed your pants. And then I thought about it.
Okay.
There is no better feeling than being in the water. Just letting yourself go. Just having a nice fat piss. It's thrilling.
You know
I
what?
thought back to it.
Yeah.
I was like, when was the last time I like pissed in a pool or in the ocean? And then I relived that feeling without pissing my pants.
It's that warm sensation.
It's almost like I shouldn't be fucking doing this. Oh yeah, don't have to do a thing.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to give a fuck about what happens.
It's
You
pure
don't
release.
have to look after. You don't have to clean it up.
And you're weightless and you release. You feel like a cool relaxation overcome you. Yeah.
It's weird.
Have you ever taken a shit in like a river or something? I remember I did back in the day. I remember I was like young, like 10 or 11, and we were in a river. We had a river, like doing water skiing and shit. And I had to go so bad. I was just in the river. And I fucking swam away, kind of fucking whoa, under the water, bro. Oh, it was so bad.
Did it float like back up?
No, it sunk.
Well, no,
It's a stinker. At least as far as I know, the current's just... It's that little piece of shit is on a journey, bro.
You're like 50 meters up the stream. What the fuck?
Bro, imagine just... like, that piece of shit is like a submarine. It just... leaving dock. Just, we're going for it, boys! Just in the current. I can't see a fucking thing. They just bounce off shit. Little turd fucking submarine sending it through. Bull sharks. Like passing next to bull sharks and fish. Would it get eaten, do you think?
No way. Well, maybe by like
Fish and shit would eat it.
I don't know.
So in a way, I gave back to the earth, so you can't even talk shit.
But then again, isn't everybody giving back to the earth in that sense?
Shitting.
Yeah.
Where's that shit go?
To the ocean, bro.
Did you go to the ocean?
Pretty sure.
Where are we dumping it? Doesn't it
Goes
get
into
cleansed?
drains and shit, and then just. Nah,
We're fucked.
because there's like waste, like
Treatment plants.
biotreatment, yeah, plants.
Yeah.
But
That's a full-on business that I don't have no clue about.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it gets shot into the ocean. Like there's pipes that just go kilometers out, and just
What, like out a lot past like the drop-off and all that shit?
yeah, that's what I've heard. Like,
Should we
It's
Google
just
this?
I feel like we should, but that's what I've been told by like my dad.
Let's not Google it.
Let's just everybody, our shit just goes into the ocean.
I was thinking something. Well, I wasn't thinking that. I read it, and we were talking about AI, and this guy was saying that the fact, if AI is possible, like creating proper AI, nose break, don't worry.
No, I can hear you.
If the fact of making AI is possible, sometimes I get like these moments where I think about thinking about what I'm saying so much that I can't think about anything other than thinking about what I'm gonna fucking say. And that just happened then. And I have to just reset. Alright. If AI is possible, this guy was saying that AI would have created time travel and therefore we would know if time travelers existed because they'd be here. Because if we create AI will go and create everything for us, all of knowledge, because it's AI, it's infinitely known. We create a god, essentially. It goes in this fucking bracket. Oh, here's time travel at this point in time. We designed it because AI gave it to us. Then, fucking oath, let's go back in time. If that was a thing, we would already know about it because we would have already known about it through history. Time travelers arriving to meet us, and we would have just been like, oh my god, look at these guys. Like in the 1800s, oh, he's the time traveler. We're stuck in the 1800s, but he's a time traveler. You know, there's nothing you could do about it. You keep living your 1800s life, but you just know that time travelers exist. It'd be so wig out. So it makes you think that even if it was possible, right? Say AI is possible, and like obviously we don't see time travelers around us now because apparently it can't exist if AI exists. But think about this rationally. If we created time travel, yeah, we're actually going to allow time travel to be like known by a lot of people. Everyone's going to travel back in time and fuck our existences up.
That's what I was about to say.
Everyone will go back to Hitler. Everyone's in the waiting room of these fucking hospitals, just waiting to murder the cunt. Like it wouldn't make sense. Our timelines would just get fucking ripped and warped and we'd ruin space time.
But would it be like the Rick and Morty episode where have you seen that one with the snakes?
No.
There's a one where I'll just get to the point, but there's one where they visit this snake kind of planet, and
oh yeah. So,
well, you know the bit.
yeah.
And like, there's a Hitler snake, and then there's a snake that just comes like drops through the fucking ceiling, and it's like from the future,
Yeah.
and like comes to kill it. And then another snake drops down and kills that snake. And then it just snakes on snakes, killing each other, but Hitler's not dying.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that would be the case if people were doing that? Because they'd be like, we can't change history. But people would be like, but let's just fucking do it. And other people are like, no. And then Hitler's never going to die because people are just killing themselves invisibly because you're not seen by anybody there.
So here's my second conspiracy theory. Right? Coming from the knowledge of 2021. Time travel is possible, but they'll never let us know about it. Because if AI is real and it creates time travel, they're going to be like, they're going to think about it for more than a second, which we don't. They're going to be like, this can't go mainstream. This has to be kept secret. Because if they're actually going to go back in time, only a couple people can.
They'd be smart enough to go, time travel? We made it?
That's enough.
It's a whizzy, it's a wazzy.
Because essentially we would ruin our own existences. Think about space-time as an actual object, as a currency. If you just rip through it and change space-time, no one's realities would be consistent. You can't... Time is linear for a reason. You can't be dotting in on it. Like if we're three-dimensional beings, we can't be dotting in on among our three dimensions.
You know what fucks me up?
Goes against our whole law.
With time travel. Travel. You know how you're saying if time travel did exist,
Yeah.
that we would already be seeing signs of it?
Or it's secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What fucks me up with that is you can't know if you're going to be the first people to do it. Because there's going to be a certain point in time, right, where we create time travel. We might not be there, we might not, but let's just say, for argument's sake, we are.
Yeah. So we're the
How
first ones
do
to
I
make it.
know
Yeah.
that I'm going to be the first person, well, that we're going to be the first people around for time travel? Because you always see that, like, in time travel movies, they create it and then they go back in time and, like, they'll talk to themselves or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, like, it'll be the exact same scene and then they'll just be, like, there watching them or something like that.
Yeah.
Or they will even introduce themselves and say, no, don't do this.
Yeah.
It's like, if time travel is real, how am I going to know that if something, like another version of me isn't just going to show up out of nowhere? I'm trying to
Yeah.
really explain this,
We got time.
and it's not working.
It's fine, bro.
Like,
I want to know.
I'm doing what you're doing. I need to reset.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking about this too much. If we're the first people to figure out time travel.
Yes. You still trying to grasp it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly what I'm thinking. I'm just trying to put it into words.
Yeah. It takes time. It takes consideration. You got it.
No, it's too fucked to explain.
No, we got it.
I need to like come back to this in another podcast. I need to write this down and actually think about how I'm meant to explain it.
No, use code NMU.
Yep. Sorry for that mumble jumble. That made no sense at all. You've been left on a cliffhanger.
We'll come back to it later. You need to write it down in a diary.
I need to write it down, man. Because I always think about it all the time, but I just can't put it into words.
Yeah. How much shit is like that
Ah.
that you think about and you just can't even get it out?
Yeah.
I feel like being able to speak better, like through this podcast, us learning how to conversate better, is like there's a complementary skill, which like it compounds on the progress of the podcast. Because if this podcast is good, because we have cool ideas to talk about and people like listening to it, and I feel like we're gonna get better at figuring out ideas and conceptualizing them through the podcast because it helps you develop your ideas. And I feel like there's a serious value to idea conceptualization, you know? Like you being able to process that and just give that information is like valuable. You know, say you could have just you just said that. What's in your head right now? And you could just go, blah, 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 and then it's just really concise, really beautifully spoken. Like that's such a good skill. And people will be like, "Wow, Angus!
Yeah.
Wow, what a fucking intellectual fucking thought that you've just so eloquently fucking like put out."
Yeah.
I think that takes writing it down and then thinking about it and then just fleshing it out.
Be like comedy. You got to like rehearse it a bunch of fucking times and then get it right.
Yeah, that's what you think. You always think about really famous people when they like not even famous people, like authors and stuff, when they're saying stuff and they sound really smart. It's not like they're smart because it's just like they're saying it off the top of their head. No, they wrote a book about it and they rehearse it and they've been on 10 podcasts and said the same shit. So of course they're going to be really concise, witty and smart because they get asked the same questions. They answer it the same way. The skill is being able to instantly get an interesting thought and then conceptualize it right there in that moment consistently. That is a fucking hard thing to do.
Yeah, like Neil deGrasse Tyson, like at the start of this podcast. And he's just like, the distortion of two black holes can affect... It's like, even when you're smart, how do you know what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're talking about shit that is just theories and that other people have like come together and said, and you just explain it like it's fucking nothing.
Yeah. Like the distortion of space and time.
Yeah.
Like, what is a distortion in space and time? What is that?
Exactly, like
What is a distortion to
a
space
disruption in the fabric of space-time. Like, how do you even do
We
that?
say that like we know what we're talking about. Like, what the fuck?
The only thing I think of is, answer for that black hole. Apparently that's something to do with, like, space-time.
That's the fabric of our limited reality. To disrupt space and time is to affect the base, like the fucking thread of our reality. Because we're stuck on 3 dimension. Maybe like you disrupt the fabric so much you can go to the 4th. What happens when you go through a black hole? Obviously you die, but
Imagine you get to the 4th dimension and people are just talking like this. What happens when we get to the 5th dimension?
oh, that's such that we need to make a fucking skit about that. A podcast right now. think about the fourth dimension right now. Then it's just like, boom, people in the fourth dimension. Think about the fucking fifth dimension.
Yeah, they're
bro.
just like, we get there, we're like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Like, your brain is like struggling to even wrap its head
Yeah.
around what this is.
It's like, I can
then
access
these
any
other
timeline
beings are
at
just
all the
there,
time.
like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
We're thinking about this. It's proper.
What does the fifth dimension think like? And then you're just like, I only just got here.
Yeah.
What have you guys been talking about?
But then instantly, you're like, hold on. We've been focusing on the fourth dimension this whole time. What the fuck is a fifth dimension, bro? What is a fifth dimensional being?
And you can just go up in the numbers. It's like,
Like, you know what a fourth dimensional being would be? A being that is in control of who lives above our time. It lives in control of time. So it can live. It's essentially what like an all being God is. I am everything. The whole I am one thing. I live above this. I am all of you, but I'm above it. It's just like you're me, I'm you, Ealing's me, and the fourth dimensional being would be all of us, but above us collectively, and it is being us all at once. Wrap your head around that, right? Like, what the fuck is that idea? And he's sitting there at a table with all of these other buddies who are all other beings in universes, the collective beings of universes. They're all together, all-knowing beings going, what is the fifth dimension? And they're like sitting like they're all fucking speaking different languages and shit. Like, what languages do they speak? Telepathically, sticks and lines and shit. And then the fifth dimensional beings are above them, going like witnessing the fourth dimension in beings. Like,
they're like,
what is a fifth dimension?
I don't know.
You got, length, breadth, time, fourth. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, time. What's above 5? What's 5?
Fuck.
I can't even.
What's above that?
Ugh.
What's above having control of like?
Time, direction, space, everything. Like.
Wait, no, isn't the fourth dimension like you can choose where you want to go in time?
Essentially, yeah.
Was the fifth like you can create it and destroy it? Imagine that.
Yeah, think about this, right? A fourth dimensional being is this amazing thing, but they're still they're not stuck by the confines of time. Yeah, they are, because time is there to there in a way, like time may be time is infinite though.
They can just choose where they want to go.
But time is infinite. What's the point of being a being if time is infinite? It's a ring of time and you exist in that? Like,
yeah, bro.
fuck that. What's the point?
Like,
You're all knowing, but for what?
I've watched a half-an-hour video of what's going to happen in this universe.
Yeah.
And like when it dies. Like, and apparently fucking when everything is gone and it's like the age of the black holes or even past that, that's when like shit start, like that's the beginning of the universe basically, which is in like trillions and
what
trillions of
happens?
years. Like when they reckon that by the time black holes start growing and like taking like sucking in all the mass in the earth, in the fucking universe, that it's just like black holes left and like dormant stars and whatnot. That's when the beginning of the universe starts. Like not the Big Bang beginning, but like, when they say the end is just the beginning, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
And that's trillions, like trillions upon trillions. Like,
Well, think about like eventually all the universe will be with just black holes. And they say that there's white holes where it's the other side of a black hole where shit's being thrown out.
so wouldn't that just mean black holes are wormholes?
Yeah, that's what I feel. And all we need to do...
Lay it on me, bro. All we need to do... don't do the whole water bottle thing where it's like...
No. Drop the water bottle.
Yeah. Changes everything around us. Yeah.
All you got to do, right? We can't... This is pure speculation. This is me talking shit. Put your tinfoil hats on, guys. Protect you from my fucking dribble. But what about... Think about like we're on the third dimension because we live here. Black holes. can't go through a black hole because it'll rip you up. And they say predict there's white holes. And so all we have to do is elevate. Maybe a fourth dimensional being can travel through black holes, and that's how they get around the world. Because they travel at light speed. Black hole, black hole, black hole, black hole, black hole, right? Because they're not material, they're like light beings, right? You hear about light beings? They travel through black holes. Light can go through. It's the only thing they can go through.
No.
What?
Not even light can like escape.
It can't escape, but it can go through. It doesn't get disintegrated. So if you're not a physical being, you're a light being, you can shoot through black holes.
But how do you know you can go through it?
We don't know. But I'm saying some shit goes through it. Shit goes in. It never comes out. So where's it go? It has to go somewhere. Maybe that's a limit of our perception. But you think about it. If you're a being made of light and you want to fucking shoot around, fucking through black holes. But we always go, we can't go black hole. You can't go through black holes because we can't go through black holes. Of course we can't because we're fucking meat. But if we somehow put our consciousness into light through technology, maybe in the future, we just fucking beam it around, cunt, and then we drop ourselves back into human bodies on the other side. Imagine that.
I just want to go into a black hole, eh?
And just get ripped
Everybody
apart.
talks about being trapped around the event horizon and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then you go in. Imagine just like cannonballing straight in, like straight through the middle. How weird would that look?
Well, they say that like when you you enter the event horizon, you can see the back of your head
Yeah. Like
because the light warps around the fucking black hole by the time it hits you.
Yeah.
Everything you see is the back of yourself.
it's called like spaghettification.
Yeah, that's when you
And
go
like
in.
your head would basically stay in one spot, and like everything starts to like eventually. So you start seeing like your legs in front of you, and then everything, and then like this just turns into. It's like you're trapped there, and your body's just getting pulled around, kind of thing. And then yeah,
It's full on.
fuck that, bro. I wonder if that even hurt, or if that's just like.
What if it pulls you
That
out of
just
your? What if it
happens.
pulls your consciousness out of your meat body and takes you through the black hole, and you arrive at a fucking heaven?
That'd be a way to go out.
You go, I found it, guys. Let me tell you guys about it. Oh wait, you guys are trapped in the third dimension, motherfuckers. Fourth dimension, fuck yeah. You join on a podcast, start talking about the fifth dimension. Never stops. But I was saying also, eventually there'll be no black holes ever. And then a black hole goes in a black hole. Fuck, where's it go? Like, what happens to our existence? What happens to that universe that was the black hole? Is it just empty now? Who fucking knows?
Black holes are a trip, man.
Yep.
It's like, whatever created this place was just like, alright, cool, we'll chuck in some nice, beautiful galaxies, some stars, some planets where life can grow and whatnot. It's nice and peaceful. Things get created around here. Things, when they come to an end, they create magnificent colours that can be seen from other things billions of light years away. You know what we're going to do?
What?
We're just going to whack this thing in here. In fact, we're going to whack a couple million of these things in here. We don't know how many, just an infinite number called black holes. And if you just happen to come in with like a couple thousand million kilometers, you're going to die. It's just going to just suck your whole shit in, bro. And you wouldn't even fucking know. It's just going to beep. You're fucking looking at the back of your head. Out of nowhere. Bro, who the fuck put black holes in here?
They're portals, bro.
They just, yeah, fucking, They're like hungry hippos, bro. They're fucking, ooh.
Bro, they're portals to the fourth dimension, I'm telling you.
We got one in the middle of our fucking galaxy, right?
Yeah, everything goes... You know, isn't it weird that everything orbits around death? Ultimate darkness. And what do? Nothing. What happens when death smiles at you? Smile back. It's the only thing you can do. It's exactly what we do. Because it's not in our imminent danger. You know, it's not in our imminent reality. We're not threatened by it. We're eating Sour Patch Kids, sponsor of the podcast. Thanks, Sour Patch Kids, for sending us a bag. They were a bit like hot when they got here from USA, but they're pretty tasty now. They're a bit moldy, but we
You
eat.
can tell they're from USA. Ooh, it really affected my ass.
But what if like You know how like we think about like what it would be like to be a god and be like, fuck that, fuck knowing all that. What if that's what they're like? They're like, what the fuck? I hate this. And they go, you know what I'm gonna do? Because I'm a god. I'm gonna create a world where these motherfuckers don't have to worry about this shit, and I'm gonna put them in it, and all they have to do is just live and die. So much easier. So much fucking easier. And then we're here. What happens when we die? What happens when we die? The guy's like, no, just fucking live. That's the point. Like, just fucking live. That's what you do. Isn't it easier just to live than know everything? Yeah. But we don't know that. All he wants us to do is just live. And we get so caught up. And then the reason of what life after death is what causes our suffering. And he goes, it's not as bad as knowing everything. Like, think about religion causes so much damage, murder, and all it is an explanation of how we die. Realistically, at the end of the day, religion is a coping mechanism to deal with death. And it causes a lot of the suffering.
It's life insurance.
If we were just chill with just living and not
Afterlife
needing anything
insurance.
after life and just experiencing life as it is, you could you'd remove... Sorry, I just almost choked on a Sour Patch Kid. You would... Was it the... my Valentino white bag. You would remove so much suffering.
You spilt lipstick on my...
My Valentino white... I got a fifth dimensional being. You gonna say something?
No. You just caught my attention.
I got what is a fifth dimensional being? To be a fifth dimensional being means to have increased awareness and to operate in life from your soul essence. What? Your true self knows what it came to do in this lifetime. To embody the fifth dimension simply means to slow down and to act from your authentic whisperings.
Shut your fucking mouth. That is
What?
not a fifth dimensional being.
What a weak little pussy bitch. Little
You
fifth
are
dimensional
stuck in
bitch.
the third dimensional mindset.
Yeah,
Pussy,
legit.
yo. Who the fuck wrote that?
But we're arrogant though. This is our monkey brain saying we don't immediately agree with it.
Yeah, that's just all.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's just all the fifth dimension is. Like, oh, we just know why we're here.
To be a fifth dimensional being means to have increased awareness in how to operate in your life. That means you're already on the third dimension.
Yeah.
That's not a fifth dimensional being. A fourth dimensional being is even better than that. This is a third dimensional being with like fourth dimensional awareness. Is that a fifth dimensional being? Is it not necessarily a jump, but is a fifth dimensional being a third dimensional being with fourth dimensional
You
awareness?
know, we're talking about all this progression.
Yeah.
Let's regress. for a
Okay.
second. What the fuck does a two-dimensional being think like?
Hold on, just before we say that, I love how that's interesting in itself that we leave the green and the yellow ones to the end.
I've been taking like stabs at all of them. That's a
See,
bit weird.
but maybe my choices result because I haven't been eating them. And then so Sour Patch Kids make better flavors. Like we don't want
I've said this from the beginning.
that sucks.
I'll say this till I die. Blue lollies smack when they're done right.
Exactly.
They're like the best one. They're always gone.
If I was a business owner and I said, hey guys, my they love my product, but they always leave a very particular color last, green. Make your green better. Like what else?
Yeah. Why do you have like a surplus of green in the shops? Like whenever you go in there, it's either mixed bags or green.
What? Sour Patch Kids?
No, not Sour Patch Kids, but like other candies. I swear that's it. Like
Candy.
snakes.
Yeah. Green snakes? You're off your fucking chops.
No.
I think you
Nah.
Take your tinfoil hat off, mate. Take your tinfoil hat off.
They're fucked, bro. Like I always have them last.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm like searching in the bags and it's like there's yellow. I swear it's always yellow and green last.
Exactly. Is that a stigma though? We just think we don't like green, so we just don't eat it.
No, but that's
'Cause
the
we've
thing,
grown
I
up
know
with
I don't
shitty
like
green ones,
because
but
I will consistently have green and I'll be like, it's all right, but probably it's still definitely the worst in the batch, I reckon.
And they just don't decide to make them better.
Yeah, they just go.
That's the way it is.
I wonder why.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I wonder why there's like a surplus of green. Is
Yeah.
it because like it's the easiest shit to make?
No, it's definitely not. Maybe they've done studies and they found that there needs to be a spectrum of good tasting lollies to bad tasting lollies in a packet to make them sell. Because then the good ones taste so good compared to the bad ones. Oh, fuck, I got a yellow. Oh, yes, I got a purple this time. Like, is that the fucking what we like in a mixed bag of lollies? Like, we like the variety of good to bad. So if they were all good, we'd just be like, they're Skittles. Like, they're all good. You know? But Skittles aren't all good.
Bro, that's just like when Skittles and shit just go, all right, cool, we're making them all white. You figure out what fucking one they are.
Yeah. It's like
And everybody's like, oh, yeah,
Fruit Loops.
they're all good.
Yeah, legit.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right.
Because yellow
That's gotta be
Skittles are probably the worst, I'd say.
The yellow Skittles.
The lemon.
I don't... Wow.
Purple's the best, I reckon. Purple's always top 1 or 2 when it comes to lolly flavours, in my opinion.
I don't know. I'll have to have a packet of Skittles.
Yeah. Go for a taste test? Anyway, two-dimensional beings.
Two-dimensional beings. Yeah, what the fuck do they think like?
Two-dimensional beings.
Bro.
Forward and back. Like...
Imagine this being your life. Oh. Imagine a three-dimensional being coming up to you and then just going... That's all they are. A fucking Wizzy Wazzy.
No, isn't that a one-dimensional being?
No, isn't two-dimensional
No.
fucking...
One dimension is...
Yeah,
I think
but
it's
they can
this.
stand up.
What?
Can't they stand up? Isn't that what two-dimensional is? Because there's the one dimension.
Let's
and
look up
there's-
two-dimensional being. Let's dissect
I think
it.
there's the one dimension and then the second dimension. I think that's how it works. One dimension is flat on the ground. Yeah, what is it like to be trampled on all the time? One-dimensional being.
Fucking pathetic one-dimensional beings.
Pick up your game, dude.
Bro, yeah, like there's like some like one-dimensional being just like on a piece of paper, just like, bro, what would it be like if we were three-dimensional beings?
Oh.
These two-dimensional beings were...
Wait, what?
Nah, they're talking about fucking Star Trek or some shit.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Hey, Star Trek, or fuck yourself.
Star Wars is better.
Yeah, I don't really watch both of them. I bet Star Trek isn't that bad. Star Trek, I mean. But anyway, two-dimensional beings. So, wait, so what's one dimension? Is
I think
just
one-dimensional
straight.
is just... Yeah, they
But
can
that,
only
isn't that
move-
isn't this two dimensions? Sorry, fuck. Two dimensions is one, two,
Yeah, and third
three.
is... Yeah, that's the third.
But we live
yeah.
in. We live in.
One-dimensional is...
What if we're fourth dimensional beings? Because we live in fourth dimension. We live in 4 dimensions.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4. Time.
No, we
We
just
technically are on
understand
the-
time.
What?
We just understand time. Sort of.
But
Not
we're
really.
in the dimension of time. It plays a role in our life. Therefore,
Yeah, but time would play a dimension, like a fucking role in any kind of dimension. Because it's like the fucking very
true.
thin-
But so you conquer time. Or you're in control of time.
Yeah. Which
Because
makes you a fourth
because we're in control of this, but
dimension.
we're not
like,
in
we
control
can,
of
like,
time.
move around in it like freely.
Yeah.
And then being able to control it freely, I guess, would be a fourth dimension.
So, yeah. So 2 dimensions. They're just like they're running around just up. No, they're just moving like. They could either be flat on. No, they live on flat surfaces.
Are we fourth dimensional beings and we just don't know?
All right.
No, I was saying this because if we create time travel,
Yeah.
that means we can willingly
That's
go...
fourth dimension. Exactly.
So we're three-dimensional beings that have just ascended to the fourth dimension by a cheat code.
I sometimes feel like the walls are going to come falling down on us.
Yeah,
and
like,
they're going to be like,
cameras.
somebody's just watching us.
The people, the scientists who are like working on fucking time travel, walls just
You know what they
collapse on
say?
the room and fucking fourth dimensional beings.
Here's a theory. This is a good movie. Where this movement was interesting. I don't know why I decided to shimmy.
Good choice. To
Um,
explain the three-dimensional being.
movie idea. Starring Harry and Angus.
Yeah.
We are yin and yang. Fourth dimensional beings. Right? And we are in control of the fourth dimension, but we're fourth dimensional beings. And time travel has been like made possible. But they have created a reality for us where they've taken fourth dimensional beings and then put them in a three-dimensional reality and they study them to see how they react. So like we're living our three-dimensional lives, but they're actually watching us and they're studying us because we're actually fourth dimensional beings. And they're just trying to see how we would react if we were to be living the same circumstances. So they time travelers go back in time, set up a reality and shit. I don't know if that made sense, but I feel like if you flesh that idea out, it could be a pretty cool fucking...
Yeah.
But it doesn't even make sense. Because the fourth dimensional being has intrinsic control over time, and we don't have that.
They just don't need a button to press. Yeah, so it's a cheat code to the fourth dimension. Like
It is.
It's like a Chinese rip-off of the fourth dimension.
So does that mean it can't happen though?
What do you mean? Us
Being
like humans going to
time
the
travel
fourth
can't
dimension?
exist because we're on the third dimension.
No, like you said, as much as it is, we can freely control it. We can't just sit there and go, like, you just think about it and you're there. You can't just, like, wave your hand and you're moving in time. You got to be like, you'd be in, like, a machine. Then you have to press a button. Here we go. We're going back here at this point in time.
But does that make you all of a sudden a fourth dimensional being?
No, that's like I said, it's like a rip-off Chinese version of the fucking fourth dimension.
But how is it though? You're legit. How can it be a rip-off Chinese version when you're legit conquering a dimension? Like, Jesus, that's a full-on thing to do.
Because as much as it is freely, it's not proper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're still but you're also still confined. Yeah, I know what you mean, because
You know what I'm saying?
on top of that, you're also still confined by time. Like, you can travel in the fourth dimension as long as you want until your body dies. That's why we're third dimensional beings. We can take a peek into the fourth dimension and travel through time, but when this meat body dies that we're in, with the technology that we have available, maybe we'll be able to put ourselves in robots and fucking elevate, and then actually become proper fourth dimensional beings.
That'd be weird.
Wow.
Freezing time.
That's a skill I'd like. I always think assignment night before. Let me take a chill.
Do you reckon it's even possible?
Freezing time.
Yeah. Or do you reckon the only thing you'd be coming close to freezing time is being able to move so fast? Like the Flash and shit. Where things are just moving so slow it looks like it's frozen. Frozen. My fucking sinus, man. Oh.
Well, essentially, Flash does control time because he moves so fast. He essentially could be moving fast but just walking. Because he's moving so fast but at a walking pace.
Yeah.
So he can just fucking do shit, whatever. But he's just moving at that.
But that's what I'm saying. He's moving so fast, everything is just going so slow. So nothing is actually frozen.
I don't think you can stop time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Otherwise, if you stop time,
It's a flow.
you're stopping everybody else's time as well. Which is, how would you fucking do that from this little pissy planet?
Yeah. Who knows? We're going in deep. we go on these little caves and we lose our fucking minds, cunt.
Fuck. The fourth dimensional being. Someone needs to make a movie and that's just the title. I'll instantly watch it. Somebody probably already has, but
Fourth dimension.
what? I wonder what. Did you know when you see in movies in time travel, they just go through all these wormholes or something like that? It's like a very science fiction layout of how you get to the other, or to that time period. What happens if that breakthrough time, like where you go from here back to like 18, whatever, that little break between there, you do peek into the fourth dimension and you just see fourth dimensional beings just like fucking looking at you.
Yeah, what if that wormhole, that tunnel, you fucking jump out of it and you just float around like, ah! And they're just like...
These fourth dimensional...
But
Yo, they're here.
Sorry. What are you saying?
Nothing, just wank shit.
No. What would the fourth dimensional beings be doing?
Playing Uno.
Like, I always picture them around a game of playing cards or some shit. Like, that's what I always see. Like, what's the point? What are they doing?
I picture them doing like daily activities that any human would be doing, and they just see something just.
Do they just sit there just watching TV, like watching their creations? And they're just like,
No way, they're fourth dimensional beings.
what are they doing though? What's there to do?
What is there to do?
Yeah.
Bro, you could do so much shit.
Like what? Give me something you would do as a fourth dimensional being.
As a fourth dimensional
Infinite
being,
time.
Infinite time, I would go out
Yes.
and look at where these like I don't even know what they're called, but there's massive like gas clusters in the space where stars are formed. It's like called the Hand of God or something like that.
All right. So
And
that's
it's
like a
like-
day trip. Send it
Bro,
over.
just fucking go over there, fucking go over to like other alien, like fucking just find other fucking shit to do. It's,
Yeah.
if it's a finite universe, you just fucking crawl around, fucking looking for planets that like might have life, and be like, how did these guys looking for life?
You know, it'd be fat if you could just drop in to the universes.
That's what I'm saying.
Medieval dragons. You're just like, fuck it. Just, just drop into the third dimension. Fight. And then you just pop out. You're immortal. But just being all knowing just seems depressing to me because my whole life is built around knowing knowledge and just
A
like
fourth
developing
dimensional-
knowledge.
Dimensional being, I feel like wouldn't be all knowing. They just had that ability.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, I feel like they just have that ability.
They just put there. They're like, fuck.
Fuck. Do you reckon they'd be?
But you think they'd be like, this is the best?
Hey, I wonder what they would feel like about death if they have control of time.
Well, they don't.
Whoa, what would their concept of death be?
Do they know they die? Can they die?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they can control time and move freely around whatever time period they want, how do they know? Like, what are their risks? Would they still be affected by shit like lava and fucking
No.
everyday bullshit?
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Because they can't die. They're above our plane of existence.
Hey,
though.
yo, I need to know how they die. Because everything comes to an end.
So that's our third dimensional view of it.
No.
You think-
I'm telling you, as a fourth dimensional being,
okay.
everything comes to an end. Everything has a beginning. If nothing, if
No,
there is
why?
no
Why-
beginning,
why do you believe
if
that,
there is
though?
no beginning, get me out of here, man. Just like put me in a fucking sleep chamber for the rest of my fucking life.
Why do you feel like there has to be a beginning?
Because I started from a beginning.
But you know
The
why?
world started from a
Stop.
beginning.
No. But that's why.
The universe had a beginning. Oh, well, so we're told.
Right. You don't want to know like the big flaw with like that.
I know
So
what
you're
you're
a
gonna say. I
third-dimensional
know what
being,
you're gonna
cunt.
say.
What?
I know what you're gonna say.
What?
I've watched the same shit you are.
Explain.
Like,
Teach me.
why does there have to be like beginning?
No.
There could have just been. There always is. There always will be. There always has been.
It's just as likely as there to be a
Yeah.
beginning. We just can't wrap our heads around it.
Yeah. Like even if it like. That's something that could be explained a million times, and we would never get.
No. But isn't it that fact in itself that we just can't comprehend? Why can't we comprehend though?
Because we're too dumb. Like you sit there and you think of all the possible answers.
Of why we can't comprehend?
No.
Of everything.
Of how there has always been and always. Like it's always been there. It just always has. We don't like it doesn't have a beginning. It just always has.
You'd say, but you go instantly. I'd be like, oh, it's like a donut, like it's just flowing.
Oh.
No, it just always has. And you're like,
Yeah, no. Like picture a fucking wall.
yeah,
And you just keep walking. You go, when the fuck does this wall start? It's always been here. What? Like,
just go
where's
forever.
the start of the wall? No, it's just never ending. Like, you keep going that way, it's going to keep going. Keep going that way, it's going to keep going.
And then he says, see this cinder block right here? That's your life. And it just keeps going. And you're just like, yeah, you're just a little piece of this. You're saying, wait, so that whole cinder block's my life. He says, no. That's your era. That's the human era.
Yeah.
That's, what do you mean, like the human era, like those couple million years? No, the human era is like your universe, because humans existed in this universe. Like, that's your universe here,
Yeah.
this cinder block. So where am I? That little fucking grain right there, that's you. It's like,
That's you. No, sorry. That's like your actual time period. That's
yeah,
like,
that's like your...
That's like when humans came into existence.
Yeah. Oh. And then, so what's the point? There is no point. Why do you feel like there needs to be a point? What's the whole... You guys are obsessed with point. Why are you humans obsessed with points? Dot points. There's points. You guys need shit. Like, why? Why do you need that? There can be no reason. Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, sire.
Send me back, sire. Please, I don't want to know.
Sire.
Please erase this from my knowledge.
Fuck yeah, erase that from my knowledge. But would I want to erase from my knowledge? I'm not sure if I can live happily around everybody else, and then they just go, "What is the?" If some stranger was to be like, "What is the meaning of life?" and I just lay it on them, I don't think I could. They'd be like, "No, that can't be it," and I'd be like, "I've seen it. I've been there. I have attained that knowledge from the fourth dimensional beings."
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "How cracked out of your mind are you?" And you'd be like, "No, like I'm normal like you. I've just been shown the way." And then they'd be like, "You're full of shit."
I just have a different perspective from you, bro. It's really not that crazy. And
Yeah,
you're just
and
like, you just want to listen, I'll tell you.
Exactly. And it's like, "No, man, that's not how it is." And then you're like, that is how it is." And then you just start going insane from, "That's how fucking it is."
It's like, I'm certain. And they go, I think you need to go to a schizophrenic hospital, bro.
It's like, how certain are you? I'd kill myself right now.
No, I wouldn't.
I'd kill myself right now to prove how certain it is.
And that's why I think that crazy people might be right. They're just not within the confines of what we believe is real, because we are asleep in a weird way, you know?
Yeah, we're not woke.
Because, like what if you legit figure out the fourth dimensional being and you can't handle it and you get told all this information and you come back, guys, it's just like, bro, they put you in a fucking hospital. So you're better off just like not knowing. So what if we die?
Bro. You're not going to be able to explain that to any third dimensional being because you have just got like a slice of cake from the fucking fourth dimension that they've just given to you on some crappy paper fucking napkin.
Yeah.
They're just going, "Here, have fucking the scraps." And then you're like,
you come back, guys, when we die, we go to the fourth dimension. And they're like, oh, thanks.
The fourth dimensional beings would be like, "Look at this guy jerking off about the information that he's attained."
This guy's not even talking about the fifth dimension yet, bro. This guy's not even thinking about the fifth dimension.
Oh, bro, fuck that.
But what if we die, we become the fourth dimension, and they give us the option. Do you want to go back and we'll just erase your memory, or you become a fourth dimensional being? Most of us will go, "Send me back. Let me just live in the third dimension." We're not ready for the fourth dimension.
Yeah, fuck no.
I'm not.
Fuck no.
What a wheezy-wazy conversation.
It
It's
is.
so intangible dust.
But when you think about it, this shit could be real.
We really have no way of knowing.
Exactly.
But why do we feel like when we say it, it can be real, but a bunch of other shit isn't? Like, if I die, I go to heaven, 12 virgins right there waiting for me, mate. It could happen. Why is that more likely to happen than me to go to God and get judged at the gates? You know what I mean? In a world of like no morals, like moralistically, like who are we to decide that what's right and wrong in the universe? We might be living in a fucked up fourth dimensional being's universe. And he goes, "Yeah, I want to give you 12 virgins. You deserved it." And you're like, "Actually, this is actually really like not right. I sort of don't want to subject these women to my will because, I think men and women are equal. I don't really need 12 women. I think I'm fine by myself, but a partner is like beneficial. But yeah, I don't really need this." And he's like, "You fucking kidding? I give you all this? You don't want it?" Yeah, you never know. Who are we to say that the gods are right?
Bro. That's shit you want to know as a kid. But then if you actually think about it, like really deeply think about it like we do, you don't want to. You don't want to know.
Legit.
Otherwise, everything you do know is gonna fucking fall around you.
I gotta go in like 5.
Huh?
I gotta go in 5.
What are you
Mum's
doing?
got dinner's ready.
Huh.
Unless I can... Hey, you talk to the audience. I'll talk to my mother, see what's happening. You don't like this.
No.
Here's what you do.
You know, check it out. Here's what you do. This guy's so controlling. Remember, you're 50% of this point. Yeah, walk away. Walk away. Shrivel up. Recoil. You fucking snake. Fuck bitches. Get money. Some of you might have noticed that I sound a bit under the weather today. I am. Not that any of you care. But I thought I'd just let you know I'm a bit under the weather today. Whether you like that or not, I don't care. Your opinions are invalid. I don't think about them at all. Definitely don't think about them at all. What? You know, you're only meant to be behind the scenes. You're not actually meant to be in it. Hey kid. That's so fucking lame. That's the worst thing about being on a fucking podcast. I don't know how Bill Burr does it. No, you come over here and put it on chart. Yeah, I don't know how. I would just need people to send in questions for me, which none of you are fucking doing. You say you're listening, but you're not.
I've got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
What's the next animal to be extinct?
What's the next animal to be
What do you
extinct?
reckon is the next animal to be extinct?
What was it? The white rhino has gone?
Okay, but the next one.
No, but that was the most recent one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me dead. Who is it?
You haven't even put my phone on charge.
What?
You haven't even
Fuck your phone.
Throw my belly.
I really hope the viewers got a good look at that. For those who didn't see.
Yeah, no. Leave it.
Yeah, like this.
I like that you dissected me so well. You were like, you wanted people to see that. Attention whore, bro. I think it's part of all of us, but I act on it a bit more.
I have a question from the audience.
Yeah.
Well, you are part of the audience.
Oh, is it you? Ely, is it you?
Was it you?
She goes like this, she goes...
Was it you?
She goes like this, she goes, me. Really? Thanks. Yeah, question.
Question was, what do you think the next animal is that is going to be extinct? Now, I believe, from what I just saw... No, you don't have an answer?
No clue.
What the fuck were you saying? Like, well, Harry...
What do you mean?
Don't worry.
I have no
It's
clue.
easy, it's a wazi. I'll listen back.
So is this a
I'll
while?
just... I don't know.
What do you think? Yeah.
Well, like I've just said, the white rhino has just gone extinct. What?
Northern what?
Northern white rhino, apparently.
You're not Jamie. I don't know what else. I need to look up the stats. Who's getting fucking machetes to the fucking head?
I think it's more likely it's in a breed that we have no knowledge of.
Yeah.
Just a bug. Or
You know what's actually really shit?
what?
When I heard about the white rhino news,
Enlighten me.
this was my reaction. Oh, the white rhino's gone. Oh no. That's what us humans are like. We go, oh fuck. We probably played a big factor in doing that. Let me check my fucking emails. We are pathetic. Why would the fourth dimensional
white rhino's
beings
gone.
come down here? And why would AI go, let me help you with your problems. It would instantly look at like what we've done.
Yeah.
It would survey the internet and just download that data of what humans are and what we have done, and would just be like, "Fuck you, you virus. That's what you are. You're just crawling, and now you're waiting. You're just a virus that's just figuring out space travel. That's gonna infect all these other planets.
Bro,
I'm gonna stop this right now."
I'll show you something which is what the AI would see and instantly want to murk us.
Photo of the nuclear bomb, surely. But yeah, I don't know what insect. Huh? Do I have any sound machines left?
I saw this on Joe Rogan.
It'll probably be some like bird, I reckon.
What? They'll go extinct.
Yeah,
Why? Just because you watch Rio?
or
last
some
night?
insect.
Why? Just because you watched Rio last night?
Probably. It was just lying in my subconscious and just. You pointed it out. Yeah, probably. What do you think about it? Bird species are like always fucking dying.
Bird species.
Yeah, always dying out.
Legit.
Internal fart.
Do you want to see the worst video ever?
The worst video ever.
Wait, fuck.
Are we gonna get copyright claimed?
No, it's not the worst video. No, we can't show it to the camera because it's too bad.
We're gonna have to bleep this audio out.
No.
Okay.
Just play.
Okay, what the fuck?
Just watch. It's not bad, but it's. Yeah, like this is what.
We're gonna have to clear the audio though.
No, we won't.
It's a song.
Harlem Shake. We don't know if we get paid for it. I legit saw that on Joe Rogan was talking about it, and I had to look it up. It is fucked, bro. One of the worst things.
Get it the fuck out of here.
Explain what you just saw, bro.
Okay, what I just saw was the classic Harlem Shake, and there's a guy just chilling on the toilet, and when it hits the drop, there is the guy goes from sitting on a toilet to standing on the sink next to it, like kind of just bouncing his ass up and down, and then there's another guy who just appears on the floor on his neck with his like ass up against the wall. Naked. They're both naked. The guy who's on the fucking twerking on the fucking sink is wearing a bicycle helmet. This other guy on the floor is wearing some other helmet. Their junk's all blurred out. I thought that was just going to be it. No. The guy twerking on the fucking sink shits the ass, diarrhea, all onto the other guy's ass and body. And the other guy's just there like... still dancing.
Into his asshole, bro.
Yeah. Fuck that. Who the fuck goes... Yeah. Yeah, dude.
He puts it online.
Yeah. And then, let's post that online and not actually think... You know what? They've probably gone to all that effort and then they're going, should we even fucking post this on... We've gone this far, bro. Yeah, man. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, but apparently it's a bloke who does like a kids fucking YouTube channel now.
He does a YouTube channel
he does a
for
kids
kids
YouTube channel.
now.
Now he does it. Yeah.
How is he doing it now?
He just is.
Bro, now that Joe Rogan said that man is cancelled.
He's gone, bro. He's fucking. I thought
Joe Rogan, you fucking snake.
As Joe was on there, like, oh, there's this guy, because obviously he's not gonna get cancelled from us, so let's just put him on blast. It's this guy called Blippy. He's like a YouTube channel, like explains like cool shit for kids.
Why would you even say? I feel bad for this man. Yeah.
Why? He fucking shat on his friend. He doesn't deserve a fucking success.
Why?
He shat on his friend. If you guys want to,
they consensually agreed on it.
I didn't.
You just chose to see it.
Yeah, but then he's also making videos on YouTube for kids.
So?
Exactly. So, like, realistically, I didn't know about it beforehand. He was making success. I don't really give a fuck. I'm not going to go out of my way to make this guy cancelled.
When I talk to my grandparents, I'm some nice young innocent boy.
True.
Little do they know, I'm fucking back at my mate's house, bonging on, cunt. That probably looks a bit weird.
Right? So if you want to find this video, look up Blippi Harlem Shake, BLIPPI, and then click videos. Brace yourself, because it is fucked. It's on Reddit. It's like a blurred thumbnail. It's on Reddit.
Disgusting.
Definitely worth. And then this guy, you look up Blippi on YouTube. He's a fucking kids thingo. I got pesto ready, but yeah, I can chill here for a bit.
You got pesto.
Yeah, I got pesto for dinner.
Nice.
I like pesto with some pine nuts, avocado, cheese.
I'm actually allergic to those types of nuts.
You allergic to pine nuts?
Probably.
No way.
Yeah. I'm allergic to a fuck ton of nuts.
It doesn't
I'm one of
affect you.
those guys on the plane.
But it doesn't affect you anymore, hey?
Yeah, still does. I'll feel
But like
I'll
a bit-
still make me like the whole itchy in the throat kind of shit that you always hear about when they're allergic to fucking certain shit.
That's such a shit go.
It is.
Like nuts could back in the day they could kill you, hey?
They could fucking kill me. Probably
still
now, if
can?
I had enough of them, they could probably kill me still.
Yeah.
That is just the shittest go.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, and also like if I start running for too long, I get asthma. My throat just decides to go. And
Really?
Start to close.
What's
That's
the
asthma
cause
is.
of it?
Huh?
What's the cause of it?
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's like if you have smaller airways. Like I'm not sure if that's what it is. I honestly don't know, man. I really should,
Yeah.
but I just take the shit I've been given like my entire life. Just a fucking puffer, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, the fucking puffs of life.
I used to be jealous of kids with asthma puffers. I'm like, that's
No.
so sick.
Definitely isn't. Do you know how humiliated everybody feels with those
Really?
when they're taking them? Well, for me, yeah, bro. It's like I would fucking try and hide if I had to
Really?
take that shit. Bro, sitting around there with a bunch of kids, and if your crush is there as well, it's like, let me just take the shit that keeps me alive.
God, no, everyone's like, your crush is laughing,
How the
breathing
fuck-
normally. I'm struggling to breathe.
And
Mate
you're
with
over in
me.
the corner like,
I need that.
no, you don't want that, bro.
Actually, I never saw it like that. I was just like, that's sick, bro. Like, there's like air. There's like smoke coming out. Like.
Oh,
I
I
thought it
can
was
see
sick.
why, like as a kid,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you had no worries, bro. The bitches probably thought you were dripping, bro.
dripping with fucking closed off airways and fucking anaphylaxis to peanuts.
Dripping off closed off airways and anaphylaxis.
Give me that EpiPen, bro, so I can take it on me.
Yo, bro, you got your hit?
trips.
Yeah, the EpiPen, bro.
This fucking beefed up fucking lunchbox. Oh, I'd never, like 9 times out of 10, when they'll be like, those who require an EpiPen before sports, they'd be like, those who require an EpiPen, please do not forget it. Please bring it with you. Bro, I was just there like, not me, bro.
Fucking
I would never take it. I'm like, that shit is humiliating as fuck.
You have to walk around with a lunchbox, bro.
Bro, I would just sit. If I got asthma or something, I'd just sit there in pain, like. Oh, bro, I hated it so much. It was so humiliating. I would never take my shit with me.
Would you take it now?
Would I take it now?
Do you have EpiPens like around here?
No, because I'm not anaphylactic shit.
At
I
all
have
anymore?
my puffer and shit in the car.
Yeah.
But like I'm still, whenever I go out, like it's just my mum being my mum. But whenever I like leave on night outs or something like that, mum will just be like, "Don't forget your puffer." And I'm there like, no, I don't need
You
it,
smoke
mum.
darts.
I don't need it, mum. And mum's just like, you might need it. Like, you could need it. I'm like, I don't think I will. I'm just going to the pub. And then dad will come in and, like, kind of save me and be like, you just going for a couple of drinks, love? And mum's like, oh, okay.
Do you think you'd ever need it on the dance floor? Like if you're going hard, you'd think you'd need it?
If I was going hard. Nah,
You'd be right.
I think I'd be right.
Do you know like how far to push it then it starts? Do you have like a threshold?
Well, it always starts when I just start wheezing. Like, I'll just be running. Like, when I was doing cross country and shit like that, I would just start running, and then I'd start hearing myself. Like, it wasn't even that. It was just a wheeze in my, like, when I breathe.
So you do that and then it'll go away or get better?
Yeah, basically it'll go away.
So you're taking performance enhancing drugs during a race to try and get an
Nah,
advantage?
generally it was always after.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Never before. I wasn't taking
Wait,
the steroids before.
But no, I mean, like, wouldn't you run and fucking... I thought that'd be useful.
No, bro.
So you just die for like a kilometre, just finish the race.
And then my body would just get used to dying, and then I'd just keep running.
You're a hard cunt.
Just had to be, bro.
Solid.
I was just like, I ain't about that humiliation.
Do you think like that humiliation, like you having to like, not deal with that, like it's a big fucking deal, but like having to put up with like the disadvantage made you like, do you think it's giving you an advantage like mentally to others? Do you think it's made you more headstrong and more resilient?
Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Could be, yeah.
Legit good. There's so many like things that aren't equal among people, and like the disadvantages often later in life
That's the one
are
thing.
advantages.
You know how we would always talk about like the whole God complex and whatnot, and how like, oh, I could be like the character as this.
Yeah, I'm the main character and shit.
Yeah, I always just pull that one thing that pulls my head in like now is if you were a god or some special being, why the fuck would you give yourself peanut allergies? Or restricted airways,
But what if
or a
it's,
sinus like I have.
but what if it's a coded message? Peanuts are actually the fucking key to the universe.
Fucking no,
It's been
definitely not.
it's been like this thing sitting there your whole life. Oh my god, peanuts! You fucking
peanut
legit
is
put
the
a
fourth
peanut
dimension.
in like a groove in a pyramid and it opens up. It shows you the tunnel to the fucking shows you the tunnel to the fucking hollow earth, bro. You shoot down into it.
Where King Kong is, fucking oath.
My mate was telling me that there's he knew a girl who he worked with who believed in the hollow earth theory.
Oh shit! Like
Yeah.
proper believed in it.
Yeah, and she believed that Hitler was working with them, and he made an agreement that they would know about us, but we would never know about them, and that Hitler isn't dead. He went into the hollow earth and lives in the hollow earth with the aliens now.
Well, he's still living there.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you
he's probably dead now, but like he went there. He never died. He went and lived with the fucking aliens
Did
in
you
the
say that we never know about them, but they know about us?
Yeah.
Well, obviously that'd be the case.
Yeah. But like whether it's true or not.
Whether it's true or not is fucking anybody's fucking guess. Like, how do we properly know that there's a fucking mantle, like an outer core, inner core?
Yeah, I've never been to the mantle. Like,
Yeah, who the fuck was just like, okay, so when you look at the Earth, there's about this much crust and about this much fucking lava, and about right in the center here, there's a fucking little ball that fucking just moves around in there. Fucking, who the fuck knows that, bro? No one's actually dissected a fucking planet. It's just guesses.
but like if there was a hollow earth, that would just change everything.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck would you do? Then you'd be like, hollow earth, okay. I wouldn't go to the hollow earth. If that was a thing, I'm there. Like, send me there. As long as I can come back. Which is often the fucking trick. Yeah, that's what separates the real explorers. I'm going and I might never come back. That's how much they want it. Full on.
Yeah, deadly.
What?
The amount of tissues that were on my fucking floor last night.
Why are you sick?
My fucking nose, man. So congested.
Has it always been like that?
Well, that was only just because fucking this bitch over here got me fucking sick. Yeah. I mean, I did invite it in. I was like, hey, you're sick. My immune system never fails. Always fucking fails. Always fails.
Yeah.
I was just trying to be like, every time I see someone that's sick, and I just almost embrace it because I'm like, this will make me stronger.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
I'm like, I'm not going to get sick. I've been sick that many times. This one will not affect me. Oh, it affects me so much. All the last night, bro, I was just there like, couldn't fucking sleep because of it.
That's the worst.
It's the worst
But
thing.
your nose has always been like real
Oh,
blocked.
yeah, it's always been fucking, I don't know. I think there's an actual fucking, not even a disorder. I don't know what it's called.
Deviated septum. That's like what my dog had, so that's the only thing I know
Well,
about.
I've heard of it's something called like legit rhinotitis.
Oh shit! You a rhino? You the
Yeah,
next
like-
white rhino, bro?
I am white. I've got rhinotitis. I could be, bro.
Yeah. So what's that mean? What's rhinotitis?
I don't know. My mum just threw it out there and was like, "Oh, well, it's basically when like your sinuses is fucked and your nose is always running." And I was like, "That sounds almost like what I got."
Would you get surgery to fix it?
Probably, but I don't know how well that'd fuck up my nose.
It might not. It might make it better. And imagine just
No, like my actual looks. I hope it'd like keep my face the same.
yeah. Do you think you'll ever actually get it done?
Well, I'd have to fucking like make inquiries of what this actually is and if it actually is that rhinotitis, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it's called.
Do you think you ever would though?
Yeah,
Because it is pretty shitty having to breathe out your mouth and not have your nose.
bro, that's all
accessible.
I think about when I get like this. I'm like, I can't breathe out my nose. When I breathe out my mouth, when I wake up, I've got a sore fucking throat. Need to chug a bunch of water just to make it slightly go away. And it's like stale. Like that stale fucking morning breath. Like
Yeah, your breath
it's
gets
like
so
hot.
much worse.
Even before I'm going to bed, I'll be breathing out of my nose, my mouth, and I'll be like, my breath is fucking hot. How does my significant other just go, yeah, I can deal with this? I'm like, this is disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. I was that kid who never brushed his teeth when I was young. I was that kid.
So,
Yeah, it's bad. Now I brush my teeth.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so much better. I don't know why the fuck I refused to. And it's because I got enforced. My parents tried to enforce it on me so much, I resisted. That was like my one thing. I just was like, fuck it. It was like, and now I realize, no, you need to make your bed and brush your teeth, bro. It's good.
Yeah, I don't make my bed.
How dare you?
I was about to be like, don't look at me like that.
It doesn't really fucking matter. It's just more like I find it better because like, you know, they say like dirty room, dirty mind, neat room, neat mind. Like if I keep everything ordered and shit, it makes me feel better in my head. So I just make my bed every day. It's like a good ritual.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah. I probably got to head home for fucking dinner. An hour and a half. Oh, yeah, are you happy with that, sire?
Huh?
Are you happy with that, sire? Is an hour and a half enough for you?
Run away, boy. Do you know what you do? Yeah. We'll call it fucking quits. What is that? Good time. The podcast isn't done.
It is interesting though, just on a quick little side note. As soon as you start a podcast, people just know not to talk. Like, you know what I mean? Like you spoke when I left probably.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you're just like more silent. Like in like some aspects you'd say something, but now you won't because there's a podcast happening. I think that's really, it's you know what it is? It's really not that interesting, but I find it interesting. So, yeah.
No, it is. Because it's like, once it's like record and people just start talking into it like a device that's recording what they're saying, everybody's just like,
Yeah.
ooh.
And the headphones spook people, even though these headphones are pretty much just props, essentially. Like,
legit. Like, we don't.
I can't hear your voice. I can only hear my voice.
I can hear yours.
But through the headphones.
Because I've turned mine up so I can hear you.
Wait, I can't hear you. How do you do this?
On the side. Keep twisting it.
Well, twist it to where? The bottom one, the top one?
Twist it
The bottom one?
back, like, towards me. Twist the bottom. You can do it with both, but twist the bottom one towards me. Yeah. Just keep twisting it towards me. You never knew this.
I never knew this.
Oh, I do it. I have it so I can hear you.
That's so much better.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're retarded, bro.
I
I
legit.
thought you knew this.
No, I could never hear your voice.
Yeah, you can just muck around with like both of them.
You know that shit's gonna help me.
Bro, this has been helping me the entire time because when I have it all the way back here and I can just hear baby, it's just mumble jumble. It's like everything. It's like I have earmuffs on. But when I have it here, I can hear myself and I can hear you. Clear as day.
You just blew my mind. I was like, sometimes when I'm listening to you speak, I'm like, let me listen, bro. It's hard.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bro, I can hear you like clear as day.
When you're on a tangent and I'm following it, I'm like, let me fucking follow it. You know what I mean? I can't just hear it. This is gonna help me so much.
Oh, bro, well,
Thank fuck. Thanks.
You're done, no.
You're done, no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode I don't give a fuck with both of us. We'll get some more guests on. Fuck
Or
you.
not, whatever.
Fuck your ass.